Hello everybody, I'm Heart Attack, and welcome to I think this is my third episode of Where's My Coffee? As you see, I'm sitting in my car because I couldn't find the peace and quiet inside my house to do it over the video. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead out to my car and chill out for a second out there and try to accomplish this goal in some peace and quietness. By myself, hopefully no cars beat or, nothing that's unwanted happening. So I've been trying to contact a few people. I posted on my Facebook page and my my website about trying to get two teachers, one for the United States, one from another state, and one one college student from the United States and one from another state, to try to assist me to get to the bottom line of this the pressure of returning back to school for the teachers and students. And from the teachers' perspective, they are like, most of them are like, no. A lot of them fear contracting the COVID-19. A lot of them fear the overwork, not rebellious, but hygienes, the whole hygiene thing, keeping up with the hygiene things, and not just with the school, but with the parents, because a lot of parents can't afford it, which is a lot of excuses that a lot of parents or a lot of minority communities have, but also those who just don't care about their kids and just want them out of their area or just want them gone. They tired of them, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of problems there with that. And then with the youth, I think the youth, they do fear contracting it. I don't think so much because as I'm sitting outside right now in my community, I see youth outside playing. They playing football, soccer, and so forth. With the parents, I think the parents are like, it's with the parent situation, it's like in between, because parents are stepping up more and being more involved in their children's lives within the time of this COVID, knowing that they got to, in order to keep the house safe, they got to make sure the kids are safe and everything is taken care of. Like my wife, she's like really into keeping all that stuff. We got masks for days, gloves for days, and she constantly ordering different types of masks too, not just the hospital masks, but also the masks that you got to put the N95 in and all that. So she's been really into this. So the main thing, I had a few, I will call them, I say I will call them topics, and the title of this segment going to be the pressure of returning to school. Is there pressure? Well, I think Al Sharpton and his DC march, entitled, let me see, it was entitled, the 50,000 March, Get Your Foot Off My Neck protest. And I thought I had this written down. And that's what happens when you don't keep good notes. And that lets you know how much an amateur I am. But I think it was October. No, it wasn't October. Was it? What day was it? Oh, man, I am so mad that I don't have this guy's name. But I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to try to get back to it and tell you the name, because I know I had this written down. I was at my desk when I had all this prepared. But I guess by me being so upset that every time I tried to start my podcast, I had to come outside, because no matter where I was at in the house, my stepkids and my mother-in-law was loud, laughing and everything, and they was enjoying themselves. So I wouldn't say I came outside not to disturb their peace. I really came outside not to disturb my peace. But this rally of the 50,000 march was for the AFT. It was called the it was the ATF, called the American Teachers Federation, and they was marching in DC. And who was, I guess I would say the sponsor was Al Sharpton of the we're going to say Al Sharpton, excuse me. But Al Sharpton was there, and they had the thing with the 50,000 march, get your foot off my neck protest for the teachers of the COVID-19. Now, that is some sort of evidence that the teachers have a problem with this. And there was a guy who talked about this, and I'm gonna try to display this later in a later epilogue of this podcast. The guy name and the date that it was posted, and his concerns on the whole situation. I remember something like his wording was like, he like kind of like insulted the teachers real bad, was like talking about how they was using COVID not to go to work and do their job, and he hoped that these are not the teachers that you want to send your kids to death or some crazy off the wall bull. And also he said we'd be better off keeping our children at home. Now, in my community and most people I talk to, we was already there. You know, we got conspiracy theorists, we got realists, we got blind, we got woke. And it seemed like everything that gets to a stage of understanding and knowledge, it always get infiltrated. Just as well, you know, I'm going to get back to my point, just as well as the Black Lives Matters. But that's another thing. We all kind of understand the whole infiltration of the Black Lives Matters. We know it's not all of you. I do support Trump at this moment. I've been a Republican for the last 4 years of studying and understanding. But back to this the pressure of returning back to school. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. I mean, this is what it's all about. Where's my coffee, right? But anyway, these it's like an in between the parents, because they really don't trust the whole situation, but at the same time, a lot of parents don't hold the education or skills or even updated on the next year or the next decade education, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it goes both ways between the parents and the family. And we don't know where to go with this. Now, my thing is that I'm like, I kind of like was going with the idea of like letting them stay home for half a year, then let them go to school for half a year. But now I'm like, let them stay home for a year. Try this stay at home thing. You feel what I'm saying? And then also let this and then try it again next year. And I see that this I wouldn't say my idea make more sense and it'd be beneficial, but I think it'd be more beneficial economically, and it'd be more beneficial educationally. And why? Because there'd be a more focus in the homes with the students not being taken out of focus by other students and activities, and there'd be more focus with the parents had to get involved and have to monitor. There'd be more display of school books and school information through technology, because they don't have to wait for books or be deprived of books. All they have to do is press a button and there it go. They can learn more computer illiteracy. You understand what I'm saying? Learn more about the computer and how to work around it, and also be able to help educate parents with it. You know, and teachers can the students and the teachers can also be more safe at home. They can feel more safe. You know what I mean? Excuse my stutter. But there's a lot of good things that goes with staying home. But also I had to look in depth. I also had to look in depth of what can happen with so much social distancing. You know what I mean? Because when you have people distancing themselves away from people for so long, and with no way or no opportunity, we're not even gonna say opportunity, the social distance period for so long, can cause mental health, social health, very bad social health. You don't know how to approach people. Everybody approach people either overly aggressive or very submissively because you don't know how to go about doing things or talking to people. Those are a lot of things, and then it just all will be wrong. Like how can what is how is hard right now to communicate with family. So just imagine if we go year, 2 year, 3 years doing homeschooling. We still wearing masks. We really can't go nowhere, and if we can go somewhere and open up places, it's not the benefit social distance. It's the benefits the pockets of the marketers and the companies. Then things gonna start slacking. You feel what I'm saying? Once a few months into stores being open, then the stores gonna start, in order to save money, they're gonna start slacking on the hygienes and stuff like that. So it's a lot. I mean, we know all this stuff is reality. You can say I'm understating or overstating or worrying about the wrong things, but no. We talking about our children. We talking about our teachers. People that got to educate our kids and the kids that have to be educated. So we have to make a strong decision of how do we go about this. And I truly was hoping that we was going to get, I was going to get some people that was really interested in talking about this. It's very important that the teachers and the students get involved in the sanctioning and the protesting and the advising and the involvement of what goes on with their education. Because we see if we keep letting our education go in a direction of our government, is going to go to the military and the politicians. Right now, I am grateful to live in Houston, Texas, because when I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, they rather shut schools down than educate schools. But I tell you not, boy. The preschools down here look like high schools in Maryland. The elementary schools down here look like colleges. And the middle schools look like colleges. The fucking high schools and colleges look like goddamn FBI buildings. You see what I'm saying? So they taking care of education down here. Another thing I can say about Houston is that the teachers are very involved. I know a lot of them taking risks, and we thank them. A lot of them is being very involved with this virtual education, because my kids is on there with them all the time. You know what I mean? And it's very important. And we love and respect that our teachers are willing to take the time to do certain things with our kids to make sure they get the proper education, the proper knowledge, they even exercise with them on there, gym and everything. They doing it all, and we got to be grateful for that, and we got to understand. And another main important thing that I want to talk about here, and that was just me speaking on my opinion, but I'm gonna get on some concerns of the people, the teachers, and the youth, which I did in some way, well, maybe in a lot of ways. So maybe I can skip that talking about the concerns, but let's talk about the values. And I even talked about some of the values, but I want to talk about the main thing about this statement made by a fellow Republican who said that teachers are using COVID-19 as a way to not do their job. And I will say some of them may be. Some may be inadvertently trying to state something that's been a concern with them all along and just using COVID because that's the only thing people worrying about. They haven't been worrying about the teachers' concern of lack of pay, bigger classroom, teacher assistants, better equipment for decades. So the only thing maybe they just thought the only thing they can be heard on is by using the COVID standpoint to make what they want to say important. And, make it be heard. Can we understand that? I disagree with the way they going about getting this thing heard using the COVID. I think they should stick to the teachers thing, and I think they really should have stuck to us had to take care of your kids. In order for us to take care of your kids, we had to take care of ourselves, and we asked that the parents in the communities and the people of the communities and the state boards assist us in doing that. What you think? What you think? I think that's very much important. I think we all should do that. And I ask that the teachers that, I mean, a lot of us parents and a lot of us government and legal cities and cities that find education important don't see nothing wrong with what you're saying. It's just how you're going about doing it. I mean, not saying that a lot of y'all don't think that COVID is important. Stand on that. Stand on that. If you really believe that COVID is very important to you and that you're afraid that going back to school and COVID could be the cause of an outbreak, stand on that. That's not what we're saying, but we also know, we also see a lot of teachers out having fun and doing their thing, and we bumping into them at all eating spots and everything. And a lot of teachers gonna also say, well, that's me taking my risk. Excuse me, that's me taking my risk. And we understand that too. So don't think we're not looking at every perspective, because me, I'm gonna look at every perspective like, well, I gotta see it this way and that way and this way and that way too. We all make mistakes, and it's very important for us to understand that our children is at risk, our teachers are at risk, our community is at risk, and also that it could be a big power that's using this power to shut down schools. Or maybe not shut down the schools, maybe just to shut down the city. Or maybe not just to shut down the city, or maybe to shut down the schools. And we have to think very deep and hard. Not very deep and hard, because when you think too hard, when you think hard, you think wrong. We just have to use our better judgment. We have to put trust in each other and put trust in common sense and put trust in each other. Because I'm still trying to figure out, with all this white war going on, why the black people still haven't started using this as this opportunity, like the Mexicans and the Asian communities and the Iran communities. They not worried about that. What? They out there opening up stores, finding ways to make money to bring. Why these white people out here born about who gonna be the next president to fuck everybody over? Y'all get it now? You understand what I'm saying? So we sure enough gotta find a way to do this better. Because if we don't, we gonna crumble. And our education should be important. And the things that surround our education, most importantly, this COVID, because it's going to affect us getting education, period. It's going to affect the livelihood of our how. And the ones that's not worried about COVID, raise your hand. The ones that are, don't raise your hand. And the ones that aren't, oh man, I'm sitting in my car doing a podcast, and a Booker police just pulled up and ran in the apartment complex and popped down the front because it scared me. I ain't know what's going on. But anyway, we have to stay what's important, and we can't be biased to humanity right now. I know we all got bad taste about each other. Black and Mexicans and white and black and Italian and all. We all got disagreements. I mean, we all conquered each other before. We all have. We can't disagree to that. All of us had alternative power. Some of us just prevailed long, and some of us didn't. And I'm not asking I'm not asking black people to undermine what happened to us through slavery and everything. But I mean, Isn't it about time for us to start seeing like, yo, there's black people that did not sell out, that just let that shit go and moved on. Cause I mean, really, you can't agree with everything everybody's saying, but for me, reading through history and looking through, this the freest we ever been. Yo, America is a more freer country than Africa. Our own home country. And that's real talk. More freer than our own home country, yo. We gotta understand, man, we gotta move on. So with that being said, we gotta move on through this pressure of returning back to school and helping these teachers get what they need. And getting our kids find out what we want to do about putting our kids in school or keeping them out. Helping our teachers, excuse me, my phone fell. Helping our teachers feel more comfortable, helping our students feel more comfortable, and helping our parents feel more comfortable. Because if we don't, our schools are just going to crumble. Do you think them people really worrying about education right now? I'm just sitting up here to myself like, yeah, Trump has done so much has done a lot for the black community and everything like that. But I'm also thinking about, yo, if I was sitting in Trump's seat and I wanted to win the black people's support, and I know that a lot of white people are against me because I'm saying crazy stuff and doing basically what I want and not what they want, wouldn't my strategy is to do everything they totally hate against and use that to my best ability? You understand what I'm saying? Use that to my best ability. Make them so mad, do for the black community and everything like that. And I'm not gonna say all the Trump intentions, but I really don't know the guy. But I'm just, as you can see, I'm all around the board. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to proceed with the family I have to make a future. Because right now I yet have a career. Even though I've been spending the last 7 years as a floor tech and trying to stay focused on being a floor tech, I have yet found a solid career. I have yet kept a job. I had a job every year, but I have yet kept a job longer than 12 months. I have yet bought more than $20,000 in my household. I'm still taking from Paul and giving to John. And that may be too much information, but it's real. It's real. It's the reality of what we got to do. But I'm afloat. I'm maintaining. I'm staying focused. I'm still finding ways to do my podcast, go to work, do my website and everything like that. We just got to help each other get comfortable in these times, because this war that's really going on is not for us. And let's not take it out on our teachers because of misunderstanding or a mistake or a misstated process by the American Teachers Federation. They do like most of us do. When most black people go to court and they about to get put out of place, they talk about all the time that the people ain't fix up the house and ain't do this, and when they do this and that. But the whole point is, right now you behind on rent. Right now they not. You feel white people about how they done beat black people and stole from everybody, but time is over. Everybody got excuses for some of the most terrible things they do. It's time for us to move forward. I want my child to get the proper education. And even though I strongly believe, like other people do, like Brother Pharaoh, Candace Owens. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that I watch. Even down to Brother Polite, even though I thought he did some foul things between his time. But yo, tell you the truth, yo, a lot of us got knowledge from a lot of twisted places. Some of us got some of our most enlightened knowledge from the Satanic book, and chose not to use that enlightenment for bad. I wouldn't say I did, because I grew up in a Christian home. It was foolish of me to do something crazy like that. You dig what I'm saying? So, hopefully I can get some people to check back into this and, you know what I mean, try to help us get an understanding of making this better for the teachers and them not being used as a chess piece and the empowerment of bullcrap movements like the infiltration of the Black Lives Matters and the Al Sharpton. Everybody know about Dirty Dancing Al Sharpton. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And I wish everybody a good day, a peaceful evening. I hope that what's going on around here with the police is okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this podcast. You know what I mean? I love you all. Keep it beating or let it flatline. Peace out.
What's good, family? Heart Attack here, docking my ship and dropping the anchor. If you're looking for a platform to display your multiple talents, Anchor is where you need to be. Self-creativity promotion, worldwide lists, and a podcast to discover great talent. You can do all this with Anchor. And one more thing, don't forget about the Heart Attack Chronicle. Things will get more better and more creativity will be displayed. So don't shut us out. Check it out.
I forgot the guy name that published this, who published this, the title. I'm gonna give you the title. It's called Teachers Union Refuse to Go Back to School / but attend Al Sharpton's 50,000 races. Get off our net rally in DC. Published by Jim Park. September the 5th, 2020. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna come back and say his name, but I'm gonna go back and read his article. And I quote, "A New York City teachers marched in protest with coffee to represent the coronavirus. The teachers said they were too scared of the coronavirus to teach, but dragged a coffin around the streets of New York City." And I seen the picture of that. It was it was a replica of a coffin, and the teachers was walking around, and yes, they were. And I found that real crazy for all the teachers to be together. They did wear masks and everything, but to find this going on. But it's what he said and how he said it that bothered me. But I'm going to read the rest that he says. He said, "Hopefully these same teachers weren't teaching math. And some children have a greater chance of drowning or dying in a car wreck than succumbing to COVID-19, which a lot of us know in some way is the truth." He goes on to say, the American Federation of Teachers, AFT, threatened that its members will go on strike if they were expected to actually do their job teaching in a classroom. And I think that at a time like this, since the government has the choice to make certain decisions concerning their health, teachers should too. You know, I mean, now we have better technology to help go on with teachers to educate and to everything is done. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we're seeing that kids can exercise at home, kids can learn at home, until we totally smash this out or find some way to seclude them from the students and the teachers in the school. He goes on to say, but these same teachers unions sent buses to Al Sharpton and get off our neck march in Washington, D.C. These are the operators brainwashing the children at school. Maybe it's better the kids are at home. You know, and I found that very like unsympathetic for the decades of the teachers not becoming or being able to get the necessary things to teach the students. And also, I found it very sympathetic to, what teachers go through now. Not only are they teachers, they're psychologists, they're counselors. Some even act as investigators and police officers, protecting children from their own parents. So, are listening to this, if you hear this, leave something. Tell me how you feel about this. What are your perspectives of everything, and what you feel about teachers returning back to school? Should they have a choice? Should the students have a choice, or should the parents, the teachers, and the students sit down and talk about this as a union and come with their final decision? And even if there's some that disagree, if the majority win, and they go from there until there's better safety protocols or it's totally eliminated, and take this to the state and tell them how it's going to do it. Because honestly, both ways of doing it have their benefits, and also they also have their downfalls. So I'll leave it as that. I leave off with my slogan once again: keep it beating or let it flatline. Love you, family. Hey, Heart Attack here. How y'all doing? Hey, I'm a little bit disturbed, and I'm a little bit disembogulated when I walk into certain people's houses these days. And this ain't to criticize. I know people is working hard, and you probably don't have the time or probably don't have the money to afford it. But I've been seeing people carpets and floor looking very dusty, dingy, spotted. I mean, it just look a disgrace. I mean, I have your house to be. You take all your time, your money, and your experience to try to give your family a nice home, and it's hard to keep your floors clean. Hey, we got somebody for you here in Houston, Texas. It's called Midtown Commercials. Midtown Commercials. They do stone floors, concrete floors, wax, strip, carpet, extractions, carpet cleaning, deck cleaning, deep deck cleaning, power wash. Midtown Commercials is one of the best floor professionals in Houston, Texas. Midtown Commercials. If you're trying to get your floor clean, you're trying to have your house smelling good. Oh man, the scents he had to make your house smell good, like it's fresh, it look good, it smell good. That's what you want people to see. If you want your floor clean, contact Midtown Commercials. The number is 713-806-4619. Once again, the number is 713-806-6419. Midtown Commercial. The best floor professionals in Houston, Texas.